So I'm gonna say it flat out because I probably won't be invited again. Brother, I was in your situation. I was in your situation back in '96. I wanted a real solution to the problems that we face. And guess what? I sat there and I exhausted a good year and a half of my life asking people about fundamental questions. How do we implement Islam? How do we fight? We're fighting, we have to fight. Anybody who read Surah Al-Baqarah in the first 3 days of Ramadan came across at least 10 ayat about qital. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly states that there's fighting and there's unity and there's power and there's spreading of spoils and so on and so forth. Mentioned all throughout the Quran. But when you go talk to people, they say, it'll come on its own. It'll happen. The Mahdi will bring it. This fatalism is why we're in the situation that we're in. This is why Palestine is gone. This is why Kashmir is gone. This is why the Uyghurs are suffering. This is why Xinjiang is suffering. So how do we go about doing this? The only solution I can point you to is the solution that I've come across. Okay? I myself am a member of Hizb Tahrir. Okay? And after lengthy study, looking to find what solution is out there, what is that solution that tackles the priority of all priorities, Taj al-Furud, which is the Khilafah, I embarked upon that journey to culture myself with them so I can understand, okay, I want Khilafah, I want to fight, I want this deen to prevail. How do I do that? What is the methodology? And when I came across this teaching, this culturing that taught me that there's a non-violent methodology that's in sync with what the Sahaba and the Prophet ﷺ showed us, until we assume power and establish a state, and then we have to implement the deen in its totality. It required of me to understand what is the economic system of Islam, what is the social system of Islam, how do you implement hudud, what are the various opinions out there. So I had to organize myself with those who are organized. And this is in compliance with the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, let there be amongst you a group, وَلْتَكُنْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةً يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Let there be amongst you a group that fulfills that condition. So the condition is the fulfillment of all the commands and the prohibition of all the munkars. This is where I'm at. And this is what I invite people to. And the reason why I'm open and clear about this is because lone imams, celebrity scholars, individual sheikhs that come and stand on the minbar, tomorrow they get compromised, tomorrow they get caught and they're selling cocaine. And then they come back on the minbar and guess what? They tell you exactly the opposite of what they said before. And now you're lost and confused, you don't know what you need to do. So you need a group that you can hold to account based on its books, on its adoptions, on its history, on its method. You need to hold them to account. Even if you do not like me and tomorrow, ma'adallah, I become the worst human being on earth, you still have a group that you can fulfill this obligation with. And this is exactly why the Prophet ﷺ, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose, did not let him work alone. The Prophet ﷺ, he could have done everything on his own, but he wanted to teach us that this is not done on your own. I need Mus'hab, and I need Bilal, and I need every single one of them. I need Uthman, and I need Umar, and I need all these guys. They're going with me on the hijrah. They're hiding in my spot when I'm about to get assassinated. They're going creating public opinion in Yathrib. They're in the streets chanting La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. This is not an individual effort. Never will it be an individual effort. And anyone who believes that an individual sheikh, a celebrity sheikh, can lead you to glory is a liar. And that's why I would beg you to disconnect your children from these celebrity sheikhs, because all they spew is poison. And I don't exclude a single one of them. I don't exclude a single one of them. This is political work that needs to be undertaken to bring about political change in the ummah. This is what we need to do, and we're here. You can ask about us. I grew up on an orchard all my life. You know, just say, where's the Haitham? I want to talk to him. I want to work for Khilafah. And we're all ready and willing to listen to you. And there's nothing to fear but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.